अक्षरन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। तौ संतोषयता सन्तौ श्रीलरूप सनातनौ दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन एतत् पुनरिच्यते। तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेखं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितम् पर्यालोच्याथ पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः। हरे कृष्णा। So I welcome all of you. So for today's bhakti sandarbha session, okay, yesterday we discussed one of the important division or category of sadhus. So that's based upon the sadhus. That means sadhus categorizing sadhus based on their sadhana. So are three types: avara, madhyama, and uttama. So uttama means who is uttama sadhu based upon the sadhana. So whoever is worshipping the Lord with the bhava. So who can be those? Those can be those are the raganuga marga. That means the followers of raganuga marga. That means we have seen devotees doing the ananya bhakti based upon Vaidhi bhakti. That is a madhyama. And whoever is doing the bhakti, ananya bhakti based upon the raganuga, based upon the raganuga, so they are uttama. That means why they are uttama? Because they are worshipping Lord with the bhava and that bhava. So are they are knowing that means Lord's qualities, Lord's form, and Lord's. So without knowing or unknowing is not a matter for them. They have the spontaneous attraction so for the Lord, and so they are establishing that means so one relation, dasya, sakya, vatsalya, or madhuri, any one of the relationship, and with that relationship they are ping, and they are the highest. Gnatva, we have seen like that. So today we are going to discuss so further, that means further more classification. $202. So 202nd anucheda. ते ये ते वैष्णव सन्तः महत्वेन सन्मात्रत्वेन च विभिद्य निर्दिष्टाः. So these Vaishnava Santah categorized broadly into two categories based upon the Mahatvam, based upon the Sanmatratvam. Vaishnavas Vaishnava Santaha means Vaishnava sadhus can be categorized into broadly into two ways. So based on Mahatvam and based on Sadhutvam. What it mean? Based upon Mahatvam means based upon the manifestation of qualities. And based Sadhutvam means purity. Purity means someone is doing the bhakti. So this you all know. Yes, all of you know this. So based upon the manifestation of the qualities. Yes. So Kanishta, Madhyama and Uttama. So we have seen. And based upon the purity means, so that means, for example, this you will be learning more in the categories of, when you are going to discuss the categories of the devotion, bhakti. So in that section, you'll be learning more about this. Okay? You'll be learning more about this categories of devotion. Bhakti is categorized. Bhakti is categorized into Aropa Siddha, Sangha Siddha, Sangha Siddha and Swarupa Siddha. So that means, for example, Aropa Siddha, that means offering the result of karma to the Lord. Okay. So by offering the result of the karma to the Lord, that is becoming the bhakti. And that is also two types. You are offering that result of the karma out of, that means desire, that is sakama. And you are offering that result of the karma to get liberation, then it is nishkama. And you are offering that result for the getting the devotion, bhakti kama. So whose purity is more? Like that, when we are going to discuss the different categories of the bhakti, so at that time we are going to discuss about the sadhutvam, purity. Okay, that means bhakti, even Swarupa Siddha bhakti can be done for the, so getting the, so material, that means for the liberation, can be done for the, so material, so achievements, material achievements can be done for the destruction of someone, then it is the so satvika bhakti, then it is rajasika, it is tamasika, like this. So Sarupa Siddha Bhakti is done, but can you consider everyone is yoke? And the same Sarupa Siddha Bhakti is can be done for the pleasing the Lord. Then that is Nirguna. So of course everyone is doing the Sarupa Siddha Bhakti. So can you say everyone is same sadhu? No. So whoever is doing Sarupa Siddha Bhakti for the pleasing the Lord, then they are definitely having the highest sadhutvam. So that's why category of the sadhus we'll be discussing when we discuss the categories of the devotion. So sadhutva means purity. Huh? हम गोविंद प्रभु क्या हो गया?
The board is hazy, Prabhu. Board is hazy. It's not clear.
बड़ा क्या? क्या हुआ?
Board is not clear, Prabhu. It's not clearly visible and it's hazy. That's why. Zoom करना पड़ेगा.
Oh, internet speed is not there. That's why I think.
Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
So he will make a picture and he will send to you.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay. Because so knowing the sadhus is very important.
उसको देना नहीं हमको, तुम फोटो स्टेट निकालो उसका दोस्त.
अमोक गोविंद प्रभु म्यूट करिए अपना. So sadhus dividing the knowing the whom you are associating. If you don't know, so what kind of, so that means based upon the association only your growth of the bhakti depends. If you don't know all these varieties, so you have seen now till now the classification of devotees in many ways. So based upon the manifestation of the qualities, that in beginning actually you have seen. So that means what is the first one? First one is so prapta bhagavad parshad deha murchita kashaya, so nirdhuta kashaya murchita kashaya, like this you have seen. And also after that, so manifestation of the lords, so that means prema adikyam, superiority of the prema, sakshatkaram, and the purity, cleaning the so heart. Based upon that also you have seen. And also you have seen sadhus based upon the manifesting of various qualities. Based upon the sadhana you have seen, and also based upon the archana, that means also you have seen. And you will be seeing in future based upon the purity, that means what is the intention behind the doing that devotion. Based upon that also you are going to see. So like this you will be having the varieties of the categories, but still you are going to see even further more categories, a lot more categories we are going to see now. Just so you may not believe that, but you'll be seeing the word Vaishnava word is used in the many scriptures in many contexts. So let us see how the word Vaishnava word is used in the different Puranas. That means based upon that community, so the Vaishnava word is also used. Swagoshtya pekshaya Vaishnavaha. So anye tu swagoshtya pekshaya Vaishnavaha. So swagosht anye tu means, so some other times you'll be seeing someone is also called as a Vaishnava. So why he may not be fully a devotee, but still he is called a Vaishnava. So there is a reason is there. Let us see some examples for that. So tatra karmishu tadapekshaya. Now take the karmis. Okay, karmis. In that karmis, dharmartham jivitam yesham santanartham cha maitunam patanam vipra sukhartham greyas te vaishnava nara. Patanam vipra sukhartham greyas te vaishnava nara. Translation. Okay, padna is each other. Okay. Dharmartham jivitam yesham. That means whose life is meant for only dharma. Santanartham cha maithunam. So whoever is doing the, that means so intercourse only for the begetting the children. Patanam vipra sukhardam. So whoever is so reading the Vedas for pleasing the so Brahmanas. So those people are known as Vaishnavas. What is the definition according to the Skanda Purana? Vaishnava means whoever is spending his life for the dharma, and whoever is having the, that means intercourse for the getting the children, and whoever is studying the Vedas for the pleasing the Brahmanas. So then those people are known as Vaishnavas. What is this definition? What is this definition? So there is nothing actually, is there any direct devotion to the Lord, but still these people are called as Vaishnavas. There are the generally karmis, what they do, they'll be doing the dharma for the getting the artha. So they'll be doing the, that means maithunam, so intercourse just for the sense gratification. So generally karmis, that means in that karmis, if someone is doing so this kind of special activity, that means if he is doing like this, means as said in this sloka, they are very much different than the other karmis. So that means relative to the other karmis, these people are known as Vaishnavas. Why? Atra Sri Vishnu Agna Buddhyaiva Tat Krita. Then why these people are called as Vaishnavas? Because so they are following the instructions of the so Vishnu. So according to Skanda, so these so and so characteristics are given. Anyone, Naraha, so doing or spending life, whose life, yeah, whose life is meant for dharma. And next, intercourse for producing children. And next, so whoever is doing so study of Vedas for pleasing Brahmanas. For pleasing Brahmanas. So then, so Patanam Viprasakardhi, no problem. That's okay, bro. It's not a big thing. Patanam he's given. Patanam Viprasakardhi. It's a part of it. It's not a part. Okay. So like this, whoever is doing, so they are known as Vaishnavas. This kind of people are called as Vaishnavas with relative to the other karmis. Other karmis who do all those for their sense gratification. These karmis do, that means their life is meant for enjoyment, sense gratification. They do intercourse for the sense gratification. They do studies of Vedas for own their enjoyment. So compared to those karmis, so these people are known as Vaishnavas. Why they are known as Vaishnavas? Because they are following instructions of Vishnu. In that sense, these are known as Vaishnavas, since they are following so instructions of Vaishnavas, instructions of Vishnu. Okay, this is clear. So next, in Vishnu Purana, what is said? न चलति निज वर्ण धर्म तो यह सममतिरात्म सुहृद विपक्ष पक्षे न हरति न चहन्ति किंचिदुच्चैः Stitamanasam tamavehi Vishnu bhaktam.
Hari.
So what is the meaning of that?
Know the person who does not deviate from the dharma of his varna, who sees equally his friends and enemies, who does not steal or harm, who has steady mind to be a devotee of Vishnu.
So it is said that Nachalati Nija Varna Dharmata. That means, so according to the which Purana? According to the Vishnu Purana. According to Vishnu Purana, what is said? So whoever is not deviating from his own dharma. Next. Next, he equipoised towards friends and the enemies. So okay, and also next is said that who never steal, and also who never harm, that kill. So and also sthita manasam. So whose mind is fixed, steady. So tamavehi, that means this person is known as, why he is known as Vaishnava? Because, so here if you see, so following his own dharma, being equal to friends and enemies, and not killing anyone, not stealing, and stable mind, is there any direct devotion you are seeing towards Vishnu in this? But still you are calling these people as Vaishnava. What is the reason? So because tadarpane tu sutaram Vaishnavatvam, because they are doing, that means, so they are doing all their dharma for offering Vishnu. So that's why you are calling them as Vaishnavas. So that means you have to see in the different Puranas. So Vaishnava word is used. So in the different context, it's a relatively used. That means there is no direct devotion you may not be seeing, but it is used there with some sense of the Vaishnavism. So since he is offering everything dharma to the Lord, in that sense, you have as Vaishnava. So similarly, next to Padma Purana in Patala Kanda Vaishaka Mahatyam, it is said that Jivitam yasya dharmarte dharmo haryarthya evacha ahoratrani punyartham tam manye Vaishnavam janam. So from the Padma Purana. So what is said Padma Purana? In Padma, Jivitam yes dharmartham, whose life is meant for dharma, and that dharma is meant for Hari. Next, so ahoratrani punyartham, day and night they are doing pious activities. Punyartham. Ahoratrani punyartham. Their day and night is meant for pious activities. Their day and night is meant for pious activities. Then these people also so called as Vaishnavas. Vaishnavam Janam, he is also Vaishnava. It is said in the Padma Purana. Why these people are called as Tadarpanetu Sutaram Vaishnavatvam? They are doing their dharma for the Hari, for the sake of Hari. So that's why, so Karmarpanam they are doing. So to the Hari, that's why they are known as Vaishnavas. Okay, this is clear. So you have to understand with what sense they are not doing the directly devotion, but there is some element of Vaishnavism is there. So that's why they are called as Vaishnavas. So that's why Vaishnavas means you should be careful. You should be careful of the categories. Also next what is said? Next Narada Purana. Next Tataiva Siveshu Tadapekshaya Yatha Bruhannadiye. In Bruhad Narada Purana. Bruhad Narada Purana, what is said? Sive cha parameshane Vishnu cha paramatmani samabudhya pravartante te vai bhagavatottama. Bruhad Narada Purana is saying that. So Sive, that means Parameshwar Shiva and Parameshwar Shiva and Vishnu. Shiva and Vishnu, that means Paramatma Vishnu. And what? Paramatma Vishnu. So whoever is seeing, whoever is having the samabudhya pravartante, who are equipoised to, who are equal to, so Parameshwar Shiva and Paramatma Vishnu. It means who are equal, or otherwise whose consciousness is equal towards the Parameshwar Shiva and Paramatma Vishnu. So they are known as Vaishnavas. Equal towards the Parameshwara Shiva and Paramatma Vishnu. So they are known as Bhagavatottamaha. So how to take then so whoever is, then you have to associate him, this kind of person, or otherwise who is doing his karma nicely, so then you have to associate them. So they are also known as Vaishnava by the Puranas. So that's why we should know all the categories. We should know all the categories. So why they are known as Bhagavatottamas? Tell me here. So whoever is equal towards the Parameshwara Shiva and Paramatma Vishnu, so then they are known as Bhagavatottamas. What is the reason? What is the reason? So see, some worshippers of Shiva and consider worshippers of Shiva, and they are Kattarvadis. That means they consider Shiva is supreme and Vishnu is inferior. It means that Vishnu is inferior. So Vishnu is inferior. This is the general general understanding of general Saivates understanding is like this. Now in that group, if someone raised to that level, this Shiva is non-different from the Vishnu. That means at least they are better than these people or not. So that's why in that sense they are known as Bhagavatottama. Means because Shiva is, who is Shiva? Is a guna avatar of the Lord. So that means just Lord Vishnu himself, so just for some special purpose, for this purpose of destruction, he took the form of Shiva. So that's why he is also Ishvara Tattvam. So only thing is Maya Sahitam. So Maya, but there is no Maya, this is Maya Sparsha Rahitam. So only this much difference is there. So in this sense, so Shiva is non-different from the Vishnu. At least this much consciousness if someone is getting, compared to these people, these are Bhagavatottama. Okay. So then we have to associate him, or otherwise whoever is doing the Raganuga Bhakti in the previously 11, 33, so 32. So that's why we should be careful, actually careful about. People are going to bring so many things when you start doing something, they might be knowing Skanda Purana, Burudnara Purana, this Purana, that Purana. So they will be speaking. So in different places, Shiva and Vishnu are same. So that's why. So if you see same, both are same, then they are best. They are best. Like that they say. In Andhra Pradesh, it is a big problem actually. So, but in the Saiva Goshtishu, Bhagavatottamatam Tatraiva Prasiddhamiti Tatha Uktam. That means, sorry, I removed this. So that means this Bhagavatottamaha. So is true in the groups of Shaivites, Shaivas. But if you come to the according to the Vaishnava scriptures, if you see, according to the Vaishnava scriptures, so what is that? What is the definition? So Vaishnava Tannindaiva. So, but now if you come to the Vaishnava scriptures, what is said? Yastu Narayanam Devam Brahma Rudradi Daivatai Samatvena Viksheta Sa Pashandi Bhavedruvam. So in Vaishnava Tantra it is said. So Vaishnava Tantra it is rejected in Vaishnava Tantra. So if anyone is seeing the Vishnu and Shiva and Vishnu are equal, Samatvena Vikshate. So then Saha Pashandi. He is a Pashandi. He is not a Bhagavatottama. That means now the Vaishnavas are there. This is the Vaishnava community. They are seeing the Vishnu is superior and no one is superior to Vishnu. So in that community, if someone sees Vishnu and Shiva are equal, then they are Pashandis. According to this group. Ki বুঝতে পারবো না হ্যাঁ which variation I have to learn Bengali and read the Bhakti Vinod Thakur's books. ये लोग तो चले जा रहे हैं. Okay. Story is over. Huh? We are going to finish small. 1 month, okay. 1 month. Raganu Bhakti, I will leave. Because you are all Raganu Bhaktas, you don't need. Till 284 I will do. Because I opened 284. Okay, anyway, chalo, come. So, in this way, we have seen the varieties of the sadhus till now. Varieties of the Vaishnavas. Varieties of the definitions we have seen. So now, what we have to see? So how bhakti process. So very important point. So how the bhakti process and bhakti. That means how one will become a devotee of particular member of the sampradaya. Many times you will be getting. So who is deciding? So he should be in the Vaishnava, in the Sri Sampradaya. He should be in the Gaudi Sampradaya, and he is a worshipper of Vishnu, and he is a worshipper of Nrsimha Dev, and he is a worshipper of Vaman Dev, and he is a worshipper of Krishna. How it is possible? So if everyone, that means, so if Krishna is only the supreme personality of Godhead, then why others are worshipping other demigods, other forms of the Lord? You might have so many these kinds of doubts, and so who is deciding this? And you will be thinking, yes. Now we will be seeing answer for all those questions. Okay. So okay, tadevam tesham bahubedeshu sassu teshameva prabhava taratamyena krupa taratamyena bhakti vasana bheda taratamyena satsangat kala shaigrya swarupa vaishishyabhyam bhakti rudayate. That means there are varieties of the Vaishnavas. This is fact. This is very much true. There are varieties of the Vaishnavas. Many times, who is Vaishnava? Who is Vaishnava? You'll get question. These many Vaishnavas are there. These many Vaishnavas are there. There are varieties of the Vaishnavas. Real, everyone is real Vaishnava only. Who is a real Vaishnava? So relatively, they are Vaishnava only. So there are varieties of the Vaishnavas. Yeah, there is a one only, the topmost Vaishnava. That is true actually. Yeah, they are all real, but one is really topmost. There are varieties of Vaishnava. Tadevam tesham bahubedeshu. That means varieties of the Vaishnavas means they have variations. There are the, so varieties means variations are there. Lot of variations are there among these Vaishnavas. A lot of variations. How many you already seen, na? You have seen variations or not? Yeah, you have seen already so many variations. So because of this, satsu tesham eva. So because there is variations, and that's why of these variations in the among the Vaishnavas, there is a so difference, the difference in their influence, in their power. There is a difference in their power, and also there is a difference in their mercy, and also there is a difference in their, so the taste of bhakti. So since the variations are there among in the Vaishnavas, because of these variations, there is a variation in their power, variation. That means variation in their power, mercy, and taste of the bhakti. Okay. So since these are varying, so when we associate, that means when we associate those sadhus, those Vaishnavas, you will also getting the, so different effects are not on the associated person. So when one associates, so them there is a, so variation in effect. So that variation is what? So kala saigyam, and so there is a variation in effect, and that is leading to the, so whatever bhakti, because of their association, whatever bhakti comes, bhakti manifest or bhakti transfers. So kala saigya swarupa vaishishtyam bhakti rudayat. So bhakti manifest with the difference in time, and also on the swarupa, kala saigyam, and difference in the quickness of the time, and also swarupa of Lord. So what it mean? That means since these sadhus having the, so where different kinds of the influence, that means variation in their power and the mercy and the taste of the bhakti. So because of this variation among these Vaishnavas, that's why when anyone associate them, so then in associated person, so whatever bhakti comes, that bhakti, the quickness of the bhakti, appearance of the quickness of the bhakti, and also bhakti towards what swarupa is also varies. Yes, if someone's power is sadhu, Vaishnava sadhu whose power is very high, mercy is very high, so then automatically very quickly one will become devotee. And he is having the taste to the bhakti for the different form, then sir, same kind of taste also the associating person also will get. Yes or no? So that's why, what is the decision maker? Association. Association of the sadhus. Causeless.
Mix. Because
Association of the sadhus who will decide. It's completely, it is a, it's nirapeksha.
because
ऐसा कुछ कोई connection नहीं है. Just it is because of, so Lord's sadhus free will. So sadhus free will is only the cause. No jivas so interest or nothing. Okay, it's already discussed. Okay, so next, evam gnani sangacha gnanam gneyam. So like this also you can see in the case of gnanis. In the case of gnanis also there is a variation. That means gnanis also different types. So karma mishra gnanis, pure gnanis, jivan mukta gnanis. So that means, so based upon the progress in the gnani path, so they will be also differentiated into many ways, and also the type of sadhana they follow. Karma mishra gnanam they follow, or otherwise yoga mishra gnanam, or otherwise bhakti mishra gnanam, or different gnanam they will be following. So like this also you can categorize. So this left wing, you can also so see this kind of explanation for the left wing. Left wing, you know, na? This is left wing. This is right wing. तत्र यद्यपि अकिंचना भक्तिः अविधेया इति तत्कारणत्वेन मद्भक्त संग एव अविधेये सति भक्तोपि स एव लक्षितव्यः, तथापि तत्तद् परीक्षार्थमेव तत्तद् अनुवादः स क्रियते. तत्र यद्यपि, so what is the, you see there are the different kinds of the Vaishnavas and doing the different kinds of the devotion. Karma mishra bhakti they are doing, someone is Arab Siddha bhakti is doing, someone is doing the, so just so ananya bhakti, and ananya bhakti also different kinds of ananya bhakti. So what is the really abhideya? Abhideya is, so what method we should take up? We should take up the what? Karma mishra bhakti or not? No. What you should take up? So you have seen what we should take up. Ananya bhakti is only the abhideya. Ananya bhakti. One should take up ananya bhakti. This is only the abhideya. Abhideya means, you know, na, you forgot everything. Abhideya is a method or process. So by which so one will be getting the absolute truth. So what method one should follow? Akinchana bhakti one should follow. Abhideya iti tat karanattvena mad bhaktah so sangha eva abhideya. So that's why akinchana bhakti is the goal, or is only the ultimate method. So but still to get that bhakti as ananya bhakti as abhideya, we need what? Who is the cause for the getting ananya bhakti? Which is the cause? Sadhu sangha. Mad bhakta sangha eva abhidheye sati. So bhakta api sa eva lakshitavyaha. So that means he is only bhakta. Who is bhakta? Ananya bhakta is only the bhakta, not the others. Karma mishra, gnana mishra, these are all not actually bhaktas. Bhakta means purely. Milk means milk. Water means water. Bhakti means pure bhakti. So that's a bhakta. Saeva sati bhakta api saeva lakshitavya tathapi. Still tattad pariksharthameva tattad anuvadah kriyate. Pariksharthameva means what is written in English? Just to examine them, tattad anuvadah kriyate. That means that those are also known as bhaktaha. One second. Huh? So tattad anuvadah kriyate. Are bhaiya. So why you may ask the Shastra and others also. Hey, why you are discussing so much this Jnana Mr. Bhakta, Karma Mr. Bhakti, this Bhakti, Daro Siddha Bhakti, that Bhakti, kya bhai? So Nishkama Bhakti, Sakama Bhakti, Bhakti Matra Kama Bhakti, that Bhakti, this Bhakti. Why? Why you are all saying this in this book? If ultimate goal is only Ananya Bhakti. If ultimate goal is Ananya Bhakti and one should become Ananya Bhakta and he is only known as Bhakta, then why we have to discuss all this? Yes, it's completely headache. Yes or no? Huh? It's headache. Take in mic and tell. No, don't give. So why we have to discuss all this? That means tat pariksharthameva anuvadah kriyate. What it mean? That means to get the refined one, that is Ananya Bhakti and Ananya Bhakta, you need to know the different contaminated things. So just to know about the Ananya Bhakti, you should know the various other diluted things. Tat pariksharthameva means just to neglect. So that's in the Bhagavad Gita also, and the last few days back also I said, I think in the Bhakti Vedanta class. So there in the Uddhava Gita, Krishna is telling about the various sadhanas, Jnana, Karma, Yoga, and also he's telling about the Bhakti, Ananya Bhakti. He's discussing so much elaborately of all these, why he's doing this. What is the use of discussing about other sadhanas? The reason is just to understand the glory of Bhakti, the merits of the Bhakti, and to not to know the demerits of other sadhana. Similarly, of course, only, but why we are discussing the other categories, so which are not really desirable, that means which are not a method for us to practice, just to know the refined one, a pure one. To know pure one, you should know impure things. Otherwise, if you don't know which is impure, then you'll be thinking that everything is pure. Yeah. What is duplicate and what is original? If you don't know both, and if you know only the original, then there is a chance to get, oh, it is also type of another original. Okay, take it. This is a problem. Then you should know clearly this is duplicate. Like that. So it's needed or not? Yes. But not for exam. Yeah, we have all varieties of devotees. In ISKCON also we have all varieties of the devotees. If you think that, so whoever is wearing dhoti, putting tilak, and everyone is Ananya Bhakta, and whatever you are doing is Ananya Bhakti, then that is not right. Then you are in that illusion actually. I think we are in that kind of illusion. So we are trying to come out from the illusion. In the light of Srila Jiva Goswami, actually, it's very important. In every class, there is all the time we are seeing the revolution actually. Even in the Bhakti Vedanta class now, I'm seeing some kind of revolution. So good actually. So let us continue. Tattad anuvadah kriyate, tattad pariksha, to examine those, that means those polluted things are the diluted things, and that's why those are all mentioned there for examination purpose. So just for testing purpose. So to say they are not original. they are not the ultimate one we want. So okay, this is done. So that's why we have seen these all the varieties of different categories of the sadhus. So tatra prathamam tavat. So beginning. Tattat sangajatena tattat shraddha tattat parampara katha ruchadina jata bhagavat samukhyasya tattad अनुषंगेनैव तत्तद् भजनीये भगवदाविर्भाव विशेषे तद् भजन मार्ग विशेषे च रुचिर्जायते. See, this is many times people say that प्रभु क्या पढ़ना है प्रभु, इतना पढ़ पढ़ के पटरा गए, पढ़ने से भक्त बनते हैं क्या, ऐसा बोलते हैं लोग, पढ़ने से भक्त बनते हैं. तो ठीक है भाई, नेचुरल, if you have the very natural attraction for the Krishna's holy name, then it's good. Your ruchi pradhana bhakti 24 hours you are getting the spontaneous lobha, greed, then fine. Otherwise don't say that kyun padhna hai. You have to study. You are not in that category, then you have to know the things clearly. So if you are becoming the lazy in applying your intelligence, then what will happen? So that will be spoiling your devotional life. That will definitely spoil, and you will not develop the proper shraddha. So towards the Lord, your shraddha is the loka parampara jata shraddha, sentimental shraddha. So will lead to the one day. So will not correct. So people say that, hey, whatever shraddha is okay, but I am has shraddha, but that is not a so organic thing actually. That is different thing. Then that kind of shraddha will not, it will may take some time, it may carry, after that it will leave you. That shraddha will be out all of a sudden. You will be once again. Because that is not the proper shraddha. Na? Based upon proper shraddha, you are not doing the devotion. You are doing the devotion based upon the, so some artificial, or there is something, so some kind of shraddha, then what will lead? So maybe in this next life or in another life, so that shraddha out, then no. छोड़ दो भक्ति, कुछ दिन एंजॉय करेंगे. चलो. This will happen. So that's why Shraddha means what? Swabhaviki Shraddha. Swabhaviki Shraddha means what? Shastrartha Vishwasa. So yeah, this is a Shraddha is also part of the Bhakti. Is it limb of the Bhakti? No. Is it Bhakti? No. It is different from the Bhakti. It's not Bhakti. It is the entry door, but it is entry door for the Ananya Bhakti. So that's why morning we were discussing actually in the Bhaktivedanta college class. So hey, whatever that means Shraddha, sorry, whatever anyway, Bhakti is there. Bhakti is there means Bhakti can do anything. Yes, you may be in the any kind of the modes. You may be the take, that means now doing the very abominable activities. You might be doing so much abominable activities, full of, that means affected by the rajas and tamas. But if you come in association of the devotees, so then after that, so can you come directly? That means, so from this state, that means you are fully, that means affected by the rajas and tamas, but you got the association of the devotees. And can you become directly, that means while performing this rajas and tamas, can you become directly eligible for the, can you do the Ananya Bhakti in this association of these sadhus? What I am asking, he is doing the rajas and tamas, and Bhakti anyway, Bhakti will take care. Bhakti will take care, and I will do the Ananya Bhakti. What is the problem? What I'm saying, someone is affected by the continuously, is engaged in the rajas and tamas in these two modes. Okay. So, and he got the association of devotees now, and he came to know bhakti can. So bhakti is so powerful. Bhakti can do anything. Bhakti glories are like that. So then for him, what is needed for entering into the Ananya Bhakti? What is needed? So Rajas and Tamas, what he need? He needs what? Shastriya Shraddha he needs. Shastriya Shraddha. Shastriya Shraddha is definitely Swabhavik Shraddha is needed. So without developing Shastriya Shraddha, can he enter into the Ananya Bhakti? Can he enter into the Ananya Bhakti? Because there is only one gate to this Ananya Bhakti path. What is that? This is Shraddha. So this Shraddha is Shastriya Shraddha. To enter into this gate, you should go through the Shastriya Shraddha. So that means even he is now affected by the Rajas and Tamas, he has to develop the Shastriya Shraddha. Then he has to change the lifestyle. He has to change the lifestyle or not? Without changing his lifestyle, that means associating Rajas and Tamas, can you say that he is in the Ananya Bhakti? It's not possible. Because Ananya Bhakti and also doing the Ugra Karma, ghostly activities, is it possible? Can you say it is a really properly developed sadhu? There's Ananya Bhakti based upon the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, what is saying? Ananya Bhakti means what is the entry door for the Ananya Bhakti? Vaidhi Sadhaka Bhaktas, what is the entry door? That is Shastriya Shraddha. So without developing the Shastriya Shraddha, can you say that someone is entering into the Ananya Bhakti? So while continuing here, so the associating with the Rajas and Tamas and doing the ghostly activities, can you say? Is it possible? Because Shastra is rejecting doing the activities based upon Rajas and Tamas. That means Rajas and Tamas means lust, those, that means abominable activities. So associating Rajas and Tamas means doing the abominable activities. Doing the abominable activities which are not prescribed with the Shastra, and also he is developing the Ananya Bhakti. Is it possible? No. Of course, Bhakti is so powerful. So can you say that the Shastriya Shraddha, he is entering into the Ananya Bhakti? Huh? Many? Whatever we are doing, fine. Huh? But we are doing the Ananya Bhakti, pure devotion. No, it's not possible. Because Shastriya Shraddha is automatically stopping the abominable life, or which is not conducted by which is against to the scriptures. The lifestyle against the scriptures is rejected by the Shastriya Shraddha, and which is the entry door for the Ananya Bhakti. A lot, huh? Yes.
When you say association, association is what is giving them Shastriya Shraddha. So what do you mean by they are associating with devotees?
Associating, and they are knowing the Bhakti, but so glories of the Bhakti, but they are rejecting the developing of Shastriya Shraddha. Rejecting the developing of Shastriya Shraddha, and just so now I am associating the devotees, I am doing the devotion.
No, but when you're associating with devotees means you're following what the devotees tell you to do, and devotees will tell you to do what is in the scripture. How can you associate?
Tell that to develop this Shastriya Shraddha, because today we are going to see that point. Devotee means he has to tell this. He has to tell to develop the Shastriya Shraddha. Because
no meaning of association.
Huh?
Otherwise, there's no meaning of association.
Yeah. So that's the point happening. So the association we are considering, that is association. The real association will help us to develop the Shastriya Shraddha. Yes or no? because today we are going to see anyway. That's the next point. Okay, let's start this. So just to make you to think about this. So I just to provoking, that means the thought. So thought provoking happen. So now we'll be seeing the Jiva Goswami himself is explaining the systematically the how vichara pradhana bhaktas are doing the ananya bhakti, that we are going to discuss now. Vichara pradhana bhaktas means our case is most of us are all vichara pradhana bhaktas, not the ruchi pradhana. So let us see first. We have the varieties of the sadhus. Okay, so there are the varieties of the sadhus. So then tatra prathamam, that is what is the first step. What is the first step? So that means associating. That means sadhu will come to your life and give the association. So association is the first step. Association is the first step. Tatra pradhamam tavat tatta sangajatena. So by this association, what is produced? Some kind of your raw, brand new devotee, brand new jiva. That means not at all introduced to the bhakti. Then for that kind of jiva, association, by the association only he is getting the shraddha. So he is getting the shraddha. So by the association, tatra prathamam tavat tat sangajatena tat shraddha. So the way, what kind of association he get, that kind of shraddha also he will get. So type of association so decides the type of shraddha. What is type of shraddha? I will explain. Okay. पूर्ण श्रद्धा अभी नहीं, रुको. पूर्ण श्रद्धा के लिए टाइम है अभी भी. अभी तो एसोसिएट किया ना, अभी तो पूर्ण श्रद्धा कैसे होगा? अच्छा, अभी तो पूर्ण बनाने के लिए टाइम लगेगा. तो नेक्स्ट, तत्तद परंपरा कथा रुच्यादिना जात भगवत सामुख्यस्य तत्तद अनुषंगेनैव तत्तद भजनीये. तत्तद परंपरा कथा रुच्यादिना. In this association, so katha, so katha also depends upon. So this devotee is making you to hear. So based upon his parampara. Yes or no? Like if you Ramanuja, so Sampradaya Vaishnava, if you associate, then he will be making you to hear the story of Andal, these, that. And if you associate the sadhu of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, then they will make you to hear about the Vrindavan. So Yashodanandan's pastimes, this, that. So about telling about the Krishna, they will be telling about the Vishnu. By the starting itself, they will be started giving the Vishnu. So like this. So based upon the parampara, so katha depends. Based upon the sadhu's parampara, so katha depends. Parampara, katha, ruchi. And based upon this katha, so one will be sadhu, will be this person who is associating, will be getting the ruchi. Ruchi is getting katha ruchadina jata bhagavat. So shraddha he is getting, and also some ruchi also he is getting by hearing that. So because of this shraddha and ruchi, then samukyam started. Yes or no? Samukyam means connecting with the absolute truth. So samukyam started. Samukyam started now. So jata bhagava samukyasya. So tattad. So that means, and also based upon the sadhu's association, type of shraddha also depends, and also type of the ruchi, katha ruchi also depends. And also what one more thing is, so obviously one more thing also. What is that? Bhajaniye, anushangene, as a side product. Tattad bhajaniye. That means this sadhu, let's take, this is a sadhu and this is so person. So whatever, that means worshipable deity for this sadhu, so in that same, that means deity. So what form he worships, so automatically this person also get the attraction for that only. Most of the cases. Because only him in his life, because he is only him, only he is associating. So that's why type of, so the deity is also tattad bhajaniye. That means Bhagavad Avirbhava Visheshe. That means this deity is a special form, special incarnation, or otherwise special form of Krishna. So what it can be? It can be Nrsinga, it can be Vamana, it can be Vishnu, it can be the Rama, it can be the Krishna, anything. So in any form, based upon these sadhus, so his inclination, whom he worships, so in that there is good in that Bhagavad in that avatara, in that form of the Lord, only this person also get the taste. Ruchir Jai. And also the way he worships. So if he is doing the elaborated archana, then this sadhus are bhajan. That means type of bhajan. So also, and what kind of bhajan he does sadhu, in that kind of bhajan only, this person also getting the ruchi. Bhajan and form of Lord. Okay. Ruchi also influenced Shraddha, type of Shraddha is also based upon association, and which form we will get the Ruchi. So that is also depends upon the worshipful form of the sadhu, and also similarly bhajan also depends upon the association. So in this, that means this person is getting the in this form Ruchi, and in this bhajan getting the Ruchi. Okay. Now, first, that means first initially he didn't associate any Vaishnavas, and he associated so this Vaishnava, and he got the basic Ruchi. The Ruchi means, don't understand that the so Anishta Ruchi, no, not that one. Just basic, the basic initial attraction. Ruchi means initial attraction. Ruchi means initial taste, whatever. चलो इसको पूरा करना है अभी, इसको पूरा करना है. थोड़ा 10 मिनट आगे चलेंगे, 15 मिनट, क्या करें, थोड़ा जल्दी आना चाहिए मुझे, तो कल से ट्राई करूंगा. I will try it from tomorrow to come on time and this. So your all are not your problems. Everyone's problem is our problem. So okay, next. So ruchir jayate tatascha vishesha bhubutsayam. So then basic ruchi he got. Then this person, what he will be doing in the next step? In the next step, Vishesha Bhubutsa means Bhubutsa. What means? Desire to know. Vishesha Bhubutsayam. When he get the special, so एक बार associate किया, then little taste he got. Then after that he will be getting the once again desire to know more. So when this person desire to know more, then what will happen? So tatascha vishesha bubhutsayam. So satyam teshu ekataha anekataha. That means these sadhus, generally sadhus always in the association or not? Is sadhus is only alone? No. What is the sadhu's nature is always he is in the association. That means there are many sadhus are there. So that means this person among, that means when he get the special desire to know more, then among these maybe some 5-10 are there. In then any one he'll make what he'll make? Guru. Siksha Guru. He'll make Shiksha Guru. All our process is explained already in the sandarbha. Don't कहीं से ऊपर से उतार के नहीं है. In this whole world, even millions of ages it goes, this phenomena only will happen. Samukyam of Jiva will happen like this only. There is no other special inventions. So that's why it is a standard process. So till now this happened in everyone's life. First, initially you got someone, and then so in that, so you associated, then you got the initially little Shraddha and some taste on his Katha, and whatever form he worships, in that also you also get the Ruchi. So even sometimes they will be where they initially connected to the deities, that deities only, even Radha Krishna also, they will be attached to that only. So that is also very specific actually. They will be getting the taste and also getting the bhajan. So even if they Vaishnava, Gaudi Vaishnavas, they get the initially Gaudi Vaishnava association, then they will be Kirtan. Then if you see the Sri Vaishnavas, then they will be so worshipping. The whole style is different. So anyway, this is naturally. Initially he got the basic ruchi. So then after that, to know more, so many things, to know more, many more things, that means that is a Vishesha Bubutsa. Then among these sadhus, he will make someone as guru. Teshu ekataha aneka. If he is only one, he will make only that person as a guru, or if many are there, then among those many, one he will select as a guru. Gurutvena ashritatvad. Then after making one as a guru, then what he will be doing? First one is what? Shravanam. He will be hearing Shravanam. First, I know. First, if someone is, you are going to anyone, means first what you will be doing? Hearing or not? Shravanam. Next, Shravanam kriyate. Tatascha upakramopasamharadebir arthavadharanam. What is the meaning of Shravanam? So he approached a guru. What guru has to do? What guru has to do? Upakramopasamharadi. Upakrama upasamharadibhihi arthavadharanam. This person, guru will tell that I realized today this, and you follow my realization, and I am also putting hand on your head, and today onwards you follow me. He'll say like that. Is it the quality of the guru? What guru will do? Guru will be, what he will be doing? Shastra. Guru will be discussing about Guru, Sadhu. Shastra is the pramana, not that my feeling, my realization is a pramana, like that. So like sometimes people say that, so I was not, so getting my buffalo is not giving the milk for last year, and this time I prayed to the Lord and it is giving the, so 10 liters of milk for every day. So that's why you also start believing, and you also pray to the Lord. Like that, some people they say. That is not the authentic way. Guru means he is following the Shastra. And Pramanic Guru, what he does? So he will be teaching the Tatparya. Tatparya means the conclusions. The conclusions of scriptures. What Guru has to do? He should teach conclusions of scriptures. So how those conclusions are done? Conclusions are derived based on upakrama upasamhara abhyasa arthapatti phalam upapatti arthavad. Tatparilingas. Not just one line he will take, and this line is telling the Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, accept this. No. How he will be? So he will be making you to hear scripture. So in that, what he is doing? He is trying to make you to hear the conclusions of the Shastra based upon the conclusions are derived based upon the Tatparya Lingas. What is Tatparya Lingas? Don't worry. Tatparya Lingas means if you have one essay, for example, I say, if there is an essay. If you want to know the conclusion of this essay, what kind of methods you will apply to find the conclusion of this essay? There is one method, is first one method. upakrama, upasamhara, beginning and ending. Any essay anyone write, so what he will start what he wants to explain in this essay. He will start the essay with that line, and at the conclusion also, so whatever he described, so he concludes that. So that's why by seeing the all the time upakrama and upasamhara are same. So that's why by seeing the upakrama and upasamhara of this essay, you can say what is the conclusion of or the summary of this essay. Yes or no? So like that, you can apply the same principle for the Shastra also. In the place of essay, you keep scriptures. So like this, many techniques are there. There is one more method to find the conclusion or the essence of this. What is that? Anything is repeated again and again, again and again. That is also can be the conclusion. So like this, there are the various methods are there. This guru will making this shishya to understand the conclusions of the shastras, where those conclusions are derived based upon upakrama, upasamhara, and so on so lingas. Okay, it's clear? Not that the just motivation, just for moment, thoda sa acha laga. So compassion, 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 tolerance, tolerance, tolerance. थोड़ा एक पॉइंट ले लिया, वो थोड़ा सा फील करा दिया. No, that should not happen actually. थोड़ा सा फील कराना पॉइंट नहीं. What is your first duty as a guru? You have to establish the conclusion of the shastra. That is what bhakti is, the ultimate sadhana. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. अभी फील कराना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं. In the beginning, what? Feel karana nahi. What karana hai? So this is Guru, what he has to do. हम लोगों को तो कोई किताब शुरू से लेकर एंड तक पढ़ना आदत ही नहीं है. We don't have that kind of habit. कभी क्लास देना है, एक पेज उठाओ, बस थोड़ा सा पढ़ो और अपना. That's a problem. Then you'll not develop. From the beginning, this kind of program has to happen. That is the duty of Guru. Guru or Shiksha Guru, what? Shiksha Guru. So they has to understand. अभी जो भक्ति संदर्भ में पढ़ रहा है ना, वो सब पहले से पढ़ना है. No discussion needed. Okay, keep discussion. No problem. Everything is right. This is a problem actually. You have a problem. Okay, let's go. So tatra pradham. That means one has to. So the first and foremost thing is. So you always say all the pratyaksha anumana pramanas are the invalid. That means they are defective. We establish shastra pramana is the authentic. Then what is the conclusion of that shastra? That has to be first given to that member actually. That new person, whoever is getting a little ruchi, this ruchi, and is to get the know more when he comes. So what kind of program has to be done? So he has to be taught with the conclusions of the scriptures, and those conclusions are not just whimsically said, but those are established very systematically. Yes. 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 Okay, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, सब आएगा. ठीक. तो नेक्स्ट श्रवणम क्रियते. देन आफ्टर दैट पुनश्च असंभावना विपरीत भावना विशेषवता. And this person, whoever is that person, whoever is hearing this shravanam he is doing, so then what will be happening in his case? So he might, after hearing, oh, I heard everything is now Hare Krishna, Krishna is Supreme Personality of God, Hare Krishna, like that he will do. He is having the lot of internal doubts. Why I should accept whatever you said? And that's why rejecting the whatever he heard is known as asambhavana. That means not believing whatever is said by the guru is known as asambhavana. And viparita bhavana means having the opposite idea, whatever is said for the opposite idea is known as. So this kind of doubts he is getting inside. Then you should give time to him. Pachne ke liye time de do. So then he has to. So what he has to? Mananam. Then what he should do? This person should do mananam. Should do the mananam. You should do mananam. By doing the mananam, what will happen? So swayam visheshavata swayam tad vichara rupam. So that means vichara rupam mananam. Means this is vichara or mananam. Vichara means, so, oh, okay, Krishna, he said this, that. That means he heard many lot sense in the previously, in the many lifetimes, and because of this, he is having this so many doubts. What is the anadikala? Why you have to accept jiva? So falling down from here and from there. There are so many doubts, and all those has to be many doubts. So they might be so getting. So all those has to be, after hearing, has to be settled, has to be cleaned. So that will be done by the mananam. So mananam vicharam, that means mananam means vicharam. Tataha bhagavatah swasmin avirbhave tata vidho asau sada sarvatra virajate ityevam rupam shraddha jayate. Then once these asambhavana and viparita bhavanas are done, then what will happen? He will be getting the what kind of shraddha? He will be getting the shraddha. That means after shravanam and mananam, next step is tat shraddha danamanayo jnana vairagya yuktya pashyant atmani chatmano bhaktya shruta gruhitaya. Shruta gruhita, that means first shravanam shruta, then after that munaya means mananam, then after that so shraddha, tat shraddha dana, then after that so pashyant atmani chatmano bhaktya shruta gruhitaya. So they will be worshipping. Next is worshipping. These are the steps: shravanam, mananam, so shraddha, then worship, bhajan. So our process also same. Here is our diagram. This. So Ado means hearing from the authentic guru. Yes, Tabo my Prabhu. What is Ado? Ado means hearing from authentic guru, and hearing and also mananam also. Then after that shraddha, then after that bhajanam. That is it. That sadhu sang anyway there, but finally bhajan. This is a step that who said, Sota Goswami said there in this first chapter, first canto, second chapter. And here also everywhere will be seeing same diagram. Nothing is coming from the something flying and coming. Same thing will be there everywhere. Every acharya is saying same thing. Again and again repeated so that we'll be easily remember. But we think that everyone is saying very differently. No? Chalo. Tab to kya ho gaya abhi now? So after mananam, so he got the shraddha. What kind of shraddha? So he got the shraddha that Tataha Bhagavataha Sarvasmin Avirbhave. That means Supreme Lord is having the many avatars. Many avatars. That Supreme Lord is only manifesting into many avatars. Sarmissunneva Avirbhave Tata Vidha Asau. And but still he is all pervasive. He is all pervasive. So such a kind of so Lord is only everywhere, and also is having the innumerable different so avatars, and he is all pervasive. So such a kind of shraddha he will be getting. We'll discuss tomorrow remaining. याद है क्या? अभी पचा लीजिए आप लोग. Yeah. I will tell all the shraddhas will come here. All Shraddhas will come. Wait. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada. Ki jai. Any questions? Wait. No, na? Okay. Hare Krishna. Yeah.